one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action here on first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Eddie Goldman on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Giants, first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
The Bears
Fighting fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, hey, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Jones off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the play fake. Jones. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The throw over the middle taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving 91 yards from the tight end position.
At the 32-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 2nd and 9 now. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jones going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Giants 21, Bears 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the second round, because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
The Giants' 24-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's third down. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On first down. Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 34-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 63 yards on the ground. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bears 28, Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Below Nichols, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he finds Montgomery complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shoot, shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
For throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Jones now off the play fake. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This is Cohen. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Hit up with